Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge. A whole lot of Xfinity Series fun this Thursday night. Chop Shop Racing ready to go. Texas Motor Speedway. That is going to be the race line that we're going to be trying to maintain today, and we know that these B cars can be an absolute dream. Starting grid for you is going to be looking like this. 93 is going to be your pole sitter. Bunnell's going to be your outside pole sitter. Sam King, Steven Esham's going to be your second row. Jaron Vallon, Brian Farrington, Matt Magner, Michael Strickland, the striker man, they're in row number 4. Michael Newbrown, Ryan Hatch will make up row number 5. Cameron DeRoe and John Hammond will make up row number 6. Moving on down that list, Devin Galvin, Richard Holland, Donnell Williams, Charles Garrett, David Corbett, Andrew Tennell, Shane Newman. Mars going to be your race controller. Kevin Savoy is going to be back out there as well. Chad Waller, Michael Coulter Jr., Alan Martin will make up those rows. Cody Gettler and Mark Rotkin out there as well. Good to see everybody out there. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic day and life is treating you well, because that is exactly what we like to see. Balla Status, B&B Music, sponsors for the series, affiliations with Split Second Gaming, and of course, all of you out there. Thank you so much, everybody, tuning in. We're going to have a lot of fun. Texas is going to be a good race. Sorry about the, normally I'm about 10 minutes earlier than what I am, but OBS had to hang up today. So, get it all fixed, get it all worked out. Hopefully you are enjoying yourself. Make sure that you are tuning in to any of the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and we will be able to take care of you wherever you need to be. All right. Moving the links over, folks. As we said, Texas, tri-oval, green flag. This track will be a little bit slippery here when it comes to getting a rolling, especially early on. You see the 7 just a little bit snappy loose right there. Sam King trying to hold on to third, but might get past here on the inside. We'll see. As 16 of Jaron Valley drops to the inside. 3 and 4 is going to be a little bit touchy for the first portion of the race in the first part of the corner. But into that first lap, they're going to be ready to go. All right, 150 laps is what we're going to be running here for these folks. Race information in the middle of your screen for you. 1.46 miles, so mile and a half track, 150 miles. 225 basically, or 150 laps for 225 miles. 50% fuel, 6 sets of tires, the track temperature. That's the key. 127 degrees Fahrenheit, 74 degrees on the air temperature. That is spicy. TrackRacer.com. Get yourself a new setup out there. We love their new setups and all the stuff they do over there. Chop Shop Xfinity Series every Thursday night. This is... I don't think I updated it on the description. We'll have to figure that out. All good. All good. Let's see. We are... There we go. Our Discord is looking like my Discord. I was trying to find the schedule here for it. I wanted to make sure that we get it. This is, I believe, the 4th or 5th race of the season. Andrew Payne out front here. Got about a half second to Tahim Bunnell. We talk about drivers that we are going to see time and time again try to make up some of that ground on starts and restarts. Bunnell going to be chasing that. I wanted to look at standings. Andrew Payne won last week, able to extend the race line and the kind of the series. This is one of those series that you want everything to kind of be in line. It looks like Andrew Payne
On track for his fourth win of the season. Steven Isham won at, his fourth pole of the season. He got his first win last week at Iowa. As the Auto Club, Sam King took a win there. Ashley DeRoe there at Kansas. Ty Dallman won at Daytona. Andrew Payne will have opportunities here. I think this is just going to be about consistency and being able to run. 50% fuel puts these drivers in pit road somewhere around 22 to 25 laps. So we shall see somewhere around there. That's my fuel calculator. That's what it says right there. Good to see everybody out there. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. If you're watching from overseas, supporting any of your gamers and your streamers out there, much love to you. Mar, thank you for the share out there. Mark, thank you for the like as well. Much love to you all. Mar RC, Mar Paintworks. That is what the guys behind the scenes running this thing. Let's see. Make sure these things are shared over. And let's take a look through your field. Of course, and always, we love to see each and every one of you having your own destinies out here in iRacing. Do you think the 1.5-mile tracks make things just a little too easy in the Xfinity series, or do you think the 1.5-mile tracks make the cars a little bit more difficult to drive? That's my question for you today. Andrew Payne, Jesse Bunnell, Sam King have not moved spots yet, but Andrew Payne, who had gained a little bit of time there, is now starting to be tracked down. Sam King's going to be there in third. Valley in that number 16. That Toyota's rolling here. He's up one. Brian Farrington just the same. He is in that 88. Matt Magner and the number 6 machine. They're all at one spot. Steven Isham, the driver, off 3 right now. We have a few drivers that just didn't have the start to the race they wanted, but now are trying to rebound from those positions. Steven Isham, one of those drivers. Stryker in the 29. He is rolling the Jimmy John's Chevy Camaro look here. He's right where he started in 8th. Ryan Hatch up 1. John Hammond up 2 spots. There goes the number 8 rolling around the corner here at 3 and 4 as 11 laps are being completed. Devin Galvin here up 2 as well. Donnell Williams up 2. Cameron Dureau, he is off 3. But Texas can be the way it is. Andrew Tittle in the number 45. He's up 3. Kevin Savoy up 5 as the 99 tries to work some more of the AMSoil. Is he running a KPTV point paint scheme there? Just saying. And KP, Kelly Pointer's Motor Supply. He is part of the AMSoil family, so always good to see him. Newbrow back here, the number 56. He's off 8, but he's in 17th, and he's a long run kind of machine, so don't count him out just yet. We'll see where he finishes in the race a little later on. Charles Garrett, the number 24, he is off 2. Chad Waller, the number 67, up 3. Coulter Jr. up 3 as well. Allen in the number 6 machine. That's Alan Martin's got a little nose damage. He is coming around a few drivers here. He's going to be there to the inside. Some of these drivers do have a little bit of nose damage. I think this is just some early contact as we see Coulter Jr. in the 31 back here, trying to hold on to what he has. Cody Gettler, the number 5, little right side, I think it looks like, for that Hendrick Chevrolet. He does a little right side damage. Some of these cars early on getting a little bit of nose damage. There's the 42 of David Corbett. Devin Galvin here, the 95 rolling the corner. Shane Newman sitting on pit road at the moment. He's got his rear bumper's torn off. Mark out there, good to see you. Amar out there as well. Much love to you all, and I hope you are having a fantastic day. 14 of 150, 1.1 seconds is the race line for Andrew Payne. Sam King rolling the corner as well. Thank you to all the folks out there watching, supporting your streamers, supporting also your drivers out there. They got some racing to do for you. Payne, King, Andrew Payne just got out there. And his lap times, his last lap time, 32.48. Sam King a little bit faster last time, 32.29. But Andrew's been having that backstretch mogul running. And Sam King seems to be finally making up some ground. But now falls off pace. He was in second for the longest time, and then all of a sudden, seeing his pace kind of drop. Sam King starting to catch some of that pace. Jaron Valley up 2. The number 16 machine rolled 4th for up until we started going through the field. Matt Magner up 3 as well. So Isham trying to carry back around. He's all over the back bumper of the 96 as the 23 rolls into the corner. Natural line for the 96, so he's going to roll around. But Isham all over the back bumper. Brian Farrington to the number 88. You're good, Grijalva. Don't worry about that. Good, man. I must have missed some chat early on. Love the cat. Hopefully everyone doing well. Grijalva's pulling duty, so he's just getting off. He'll be a little late, but tell you what, man. No problem. Grijalva's a good dude, man. Grijalva's a good dude. If he's just getting off. Thank you, Amar, for the hydrates the other day. I'll make sure those rewards are taken care of. If you're out there on Twitch, make sure you hit those channel points. Hydrates are a big, important part of my life, which, in fact, Brian Rinker, thank you for a like out there. Much love to you. Kendra, thank you for a like as well. End up having to go get my coffee. We're going to keep it on exciting. And I'll be back with you. I need to get something to drink. I don't have anything to hydrate with. But we'll see everybody out there here today. Get in there. Try to find your working zone. Sam King starting to pull closer to Andrew Payne, and so we'll see how this is going to work. 19 of 150 green flag pit stop should be happening very shortly, and I'll be right back with you. Sam King with the long run speed makes the pass on Andrew Payne and is finding himself roll the corner. Payne getting around the 24 here. Looks like Garrett's kind of rolling the corner himself. He's got a little blank issue going on in there. Jaron Valley still at 2. Andrew Payne will have to figure out that long run speed, 25 of 150, and 50% fuel is going to stretch out a little bit right there. Grahama, thank you for the 100 stars out there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you doing so. Full send on the 100 stars. You guys are amazing. The stars are... You're about the pet cat in your picture wrong. Hey, pet pack shit. We like pets. My dogs are actually sitting behind me. I have a cat that sits up on my desk. He's got his little Batman chair that he climbs into, so to speak. We love it. Right now, some lap traffic happening. Rich Holland up 5, biggest mover of the race right now. Kevin Savoy, he's up 11. Chad Waller up 8. We're starting to see the drivers who kind of had like those shaky starts. They're starting to make up some of that ground as well. Corbett into pit road. He is getting some of his damage taken care of and going to take that green flag pit stop. So green to green run here would be, interesting to see. And tires are going to be a very manageable situation if they can continue to run. So 25. I'm seeing that we've got some drivers that may go 30 laps here on the pit cycle, but I believe 22 to 25 is the comfortable zone. And they'll be 27 is going to be I think the max for some of the guys trying to push out front. Andrew Payne's going to go back to the front here and try to stretch some hands just a little bit. Maybe hope for some new tire follies for a few drivers. Payne closes the distance. Jaron Valley's right behind. Valley may have found his speed late in the run as well, as we see the 93 and the 16 working the back straightaway. Bunnell closing back his distance. Some drivers going to work in on 28. They are. 28 might be the max here. 1.5 miles by the calculator says 22 to 25 laps comfortably. You're going to see drivers try to save and push, and exactly what you're going to do. Michael Newbrow's going to lead here. He comes around. He's got some rear damage, and that might be what's hindering Michael Newbrow right there. He's got some left rear damage, maybe deciding to come to pit road on his terms rather than with everybody else, able to save a little bit. Sam King would be your race leader, 28.72, as he continues to move back around. Matt Magner, the number 27, rolling the corner. He would be in second, Isham in third if they were to come off pit road right now. But Andrew Payne leaving pit road up to speed. Sam King looking to try to capitalize on that one. Newbrow into pit road this time by, so we'll see what happens with what he does as Sam King makes the pass here on the bottom of 1 and 2. He's going to clarify his lead again. Andrew Payne will get up to speed. No doubt be fast early. We'll see if he's going to be able to track down Sam King. 1 lap difference on those tires now as the 7 and the 93 try to make it work. Michael Newbrow into his pit stall is going to get those tires taken care of. And he's going to find himself in line. Magner comes around 27, making up some ground. Jaron Valley doing the same thing. The number 16 rolling inside the number 4 spot. Good little run for everybody. I like what they're doing. You're having some fun, that's for sure. King, Payne, Magner, Valley, Bunnell. That'll be your top 5. Bunnell making up some of that ground. The 23 is going to be right there as well. The 8 going a lap down. That's John Hammond. I think that is due to he came to pit road on 28, so he's going to be a little bit fresher on the tires. Shane Newman having an issue out there. Hopefully he's stopped on the bottom, and a caution will come out. So Andrew Payne had ran the fastest lap of the race last time by, 30.71. It's going to be able to rack him, stack him, redo it. And I wonder if any of the drivers are going to come around and come in for fuel, and fuel only. Charles Garrett, one of the drivers, is having a little bit of issues. Caution comes out. Let's see what happens. Go Army. All my cautions brought to you by Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. Check out every Friday night. You'll be able to see, or every Friday morning they have a new
new podcast that's released at 8:30 a.m. Something happened to the 33 here, and I think he might have just gotten free. Let's see. Did his engine go? Ooh, he's trying to get down in front of the field, park himself on the back straightaway. He was in there trying to get that car worked on and get it fixed a little while ago, and because he's on the bottom of the racing surface, something's going on with the car. You can see that it's not wanting to steer. He's trying to float it to pit road, and eventually it just has to get himself towed to pit road. So something happened to the car. And just like everything else, these things do happen. Andrew Payne's going to be your race leader as everybody else comes to pit road. Takes some fuel, I do believe. I don't think anybody's taking tires. I wouldn't see that being a thing unless somebody wanted to take tires. Hey, these things do happen. Chop Shop Xfinity Series right here on iRacing. Always a good time. Always some fun. We're going to be back at it again tomorrow with the Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series, the Friday night series, trying to make up some good times, good motion, all good things. All good things. So, Bunnell in pit road, Devin Galvin doing his thing as well. Some drivers getting some damage repaired, which wouldn't surprise me at all. Chad Waller, if you've got some right side damage, you want to get that stuff taken care of. No fast repairs means that you need to take care of this car. The 31 has a little bit of nose damage still going on right there. Lights are going to be on the pace car, and I do believe they may go double file this time. Payne Valley, Isham, Strickland, King, and Garrett, Charles Garrett to pit road. So Sam King will be back in that 5 spot. A lot of drivers going to be cooling these tires down. That means that they're going to have to shake and bake and get themselves kind of worked around a little bit here. Cars go lights off. Nope, not yet. Thank you to all of the sponsors here for this series, and big thank you to each and every one of you out there. Split Second Gaming, Track Racer, tell you what, Track Racer is an absolute dream to have. Balla Status, if you were Balla Status, you have helped out the Chop Shop Xfinity Series in some way, and that was all put together by Rich Holland. The hashtag spiciness, the hashtag Tabasco lover, the hashtag Supra that looks like it should be on fire. You want Balla Status for the Chop Shop Xfinity Series, get a hold of the league owners and find a way to support them. That is your Balla Status. And, of course, AMR RC, AMR Race Controlling, AMR Paintworks helping out there. B&B Music, Francisco Corella. He is out of Beverly Hills, California, so out there in Hollywood. 310-494-1066. Get a hold of him. He's all about helping you folks out with your music careers as far as production and things like that. So B&B Music is all about it. Enjoy it. Big Money Bash, always bash music. I think it's always.bashmusic.com. Is that what it is? Cool. Again, area code 310-494-1066. Big Money Bash music for those guys. Payne Valley, Isham, Strickland, and then King. Drivers did what I thought they were going to do. They came to pit road and are now going to be enjoying this next drive off. These cars look pretty darn smooth and sweet, I think. I think they look pretty darn good. We're going to go Sounds of iRacing moment here when we go back to Green Flag Racing. 35 of 150, first caution of the race. Happened, car kind of went kaput and want to try to get off the racing surface there. 'Tis the season. First driver one lap down is going to be John Hammond. Devin Galvin was your lucky dog. And Corbett is going to be looking for that battle as well. Cody Gettler trying to do the same thing.
Three drivers off the lead lap. Everybody else, well, they're ready to go. Pace car's going to be in. I'm going to shut my mouth. We're going Sounds of iRacing. Man, oh man, they're wrecking on the back straightaway. And that is unfortunate. Sam King got a nose. Or got a rear punt right there. We'll have to take a look at that. Second caution of the race comes out when I'm trying to do the Sounds of iRacing. Still a full sound. All right, so a little far chase here. Here's Sam King in the 27 behind him. That's Matt Magner. Through the corner, through the gears. This is turn one. Down to the bottom. 88 gets right to the back bumper. That's Brian Farrington and just kills him. What did that look like from the 88's point of view? Brian had speed getting into that corner. Let's stop that. Here's a restart from the Farrington's point of view. Through the gears. The 7 in front of him, 27's there to the outside. He drives straight into the corner. Oof. And just gets into the 7. The 7 didn't have a clue that was coming. Sam King should have. He's right there into the corner, dropping into the corner. Farrington's got, that he's got the 27 to the outside. And as he drives into the corner, 7 drives the natural line. Boom. It's the 35. And my spiciness just. Hopefully his spiciness is in the car, not over the radio chatter. 35 comes back around. All right, folks, let's go back to live conditions. That's what happened. Caution, chop shop. Whoa. Payne leads here. Darren Valley in second. So the driver that I thought that had the best contention here is going to be sitting on pit road. But I don't count any of these drivers out. They start figuring things out over the green flag pit stops. Valley, Isham, Strickland, Savoy, Alan Martin, Andrew Tittled, Charles Garrett, Matt Magner, Jesse Bunnell. That will be your top 10. All right. Man. Tell you what. Interesting driveline. Interesting race. Blew the engine. Yeah, I saw that. John Fox says what? So yeah, I saw you blew the engine. It's all good. Who is who? No, sir. Thank you, though.
confused. Oh, good. 35 minutes repairs means that that's going to take a little bit to get that figured out. Texas is a tough track, and the track temperature is holding on, that's for sure. 93, 16, 23, 29, 99. If you wanted a way to throw me off there for a moment, you guys can see it on Twitch and YouTube. The comment that I had on Facebook there at the Restream bot put it out there for us. From John Fox out there, who became a follower, which I appreciate, and he liked the stream, which I also appreciate. I don't understand. Gotta be trolling. Gotta be trolling. Either way, doesn't matter. 93, 16, 23, 29, 6, 99, 45, 24, 27, and the 96. That will be your top 10, 40 and 150. Lights are off with the pace car. We're going to go back to it here. The Chop Shop Xfinity Series ready to rock and roll as Andrew Payne and Jaron Valley keep their Payne, Valley, Isham, Strickland, Savoy, Martin, Tenold. Good restart for Andrew Payne. Steven Isham trying to battle back here as well, side by side between he and the number 16. Steven Isham tries to pull back the lap time, gets himself back to second, so he is up 2 now. He was off a couple of spots early in the race and now finds himself back in the mix as he rolls the corner. Andrew Payne came in on lap 28. Kevin Savoy came in on 32. We know that Kevin is a huge proprietor of Fuel Strategy and Fuel Strategy races, so we'll see just how he makes his line work. John Hammond back on the lead lap now as well. He was the lucky dog last time by. He's got himself a car that looks pretty darn good. Sam King, no doubt, is going to be driving like a PO teenager. And we'll try to make some things work for him here. He and the 35 kind of innocent bystanders in a few things there. The 88 Brian Farrington, who was wrapped up into that. His nose damage is pretty insignificant too. That's what's crazy about that. He's got some nose damage on the right there in the dead center and the right front as well. But it's barely insignificant. The damage that he did to the 7, and that's on the rear right there, looks more rough than the damage that the 88 received. And that's insane to see. He's right there to the back bumper of Cameron Giroux. Maybe trying to lift up the back end of that car. So he gets right there, tries to drop into the corner. 18 is going to have the 6 in front of him. There's Alan Martin here. Ooh, Alan Martin in and out. Where'd he go? There he is. Giroux has the 88 to the outside. Cameron trying to roll the corner, trying to get around the 6 here. Jesse Bunnell in the 96. He is right there in front of those 2 drivers. Giroux rolls the outside. Gets himself a little side-by-side piece going on with the 88 of Brian Farrington. Andrew Tenold up 12. Kevin Savoy up 16. Fuel Strategy for this driver has put himself inside the top 5 as well after they came back around. And we'll see drivers on different fuel strategies throughout the race. A good push for the rest of them. 16 shows different ones. Let's see. I'll update Trading Paints again. Trading Paints having, I don't know, it's the Chop Shop that's been having different ones for me. Everybody else has been rolling. We'll update the paints for these drivers. The JCMO show, yeah. It's a troll.
Yeah, I don't like trolls. No, it's not that I don't like them. Everybody has their stuff, but you know, when you jump into the follow and agree, you have an opportunity there to say, hey, I'm going to be kind, be rude, or not be rude, and don't do it. I got moderators out there. They took care of it. We're updating trading paints here at the same time, folks. So if you see the cars go blank for a moment, that's what you're seeing. Payne, Isham, Jaron Valley, Michael Strickland, Kevin Savoy, Andrew Tuttle, Matt Magner back to 7th where he started. To 27 rolls. Yeah, he does have a different paint scheme. Folks, I do apologize about the paints. I start trading paints at the start of the session, and we had issues with OBS. When OBS kind of climbed in, the paints that were loaded were there. So I don't know. Sometimes it works properly, sometimes it does not. But I promise it does happen. There's a KBB number 6. I was gonna say Alan doesn't normally run that paint scheme, but I know that Cameron usually runs a a Kyle Busch kind of paint scheme. So I do apologize to the drivers about the paints not showing up for a moment there. See, now they're starting to update. There's Jaron's little Red Bull action going on. Stryker driving a little Busch Latte, you believe? Yeah, he is. There's Stryker up 4. He's trying to hold on to this position as well. He's got Savoy behind him. Kevin winning the championship for the Winston Throwback Series here just a few short weeks ago. Trying to find some success here in the Chop Shop Xfinity Series. How many laps did Getter complete? Gettler? 27, sorry. And yeah, he's out of the race. 27. You'd have to complete 5 more laps to take care of that. Corbett's on pit road. Payne, Isham, Valley, Savoy, Andrew Payne leading out here 1.1 seconds over Stephen Isham, the driver that I know that wants to rebound from what happened earlier, that number 7. Huge implications of what happened there. Newbrow had a different paint scheme on. Sorry about that, Newbrow. I like Mike's paint scheme. Mike always has good paint schemes. I think they got somebody new. If I'm reading that correctly, I was looking at Kenzie's post he had earlier. I think he's got somebody new. They got somebody new that's working on their paints for their team. John Hammond in the 8, Devin Galvin right there in the 95, Ryan Hash in the 60, 24 Charles Garrett, Michael Coulter Jr. in the number 31, driving the Marlboro paint scheme. No doubt a throwback reference. Big and bold right there on the front of that car. Tech 9 on the 82 of Donnell Williams. Tech 9 not far from us. They're originally from Kansas City, Missouri. Chad Waller up 10. Cameron Dureau right where he started. He is really trying to push some lines here, get himself back in this race. There's the 6th of Alan Martin running the KBB. Number 6 Farrington, the 88. Still able to get back in there. I don't know, the paints look better since I updated them, so hey. Full send. Linnell, the 96, still Monster Energy it up. Tenold in the 45, trying to hold on down to the bottom line. The 96 goes. This is the battle for 7th and 8th here. As Bunnell goes around for 7th. Farrington trying to close the distance. 96 slides up in front of the 45. 45 is going to cross over the 88. They're back at it again. 96 might be able to run the outside here and make this pass. He will be clear, I do believe, here in a second. We'll see. No, not quite. 45 battling back. 96 might be able to run this corner. We'll see. 40. Woohoo! They're about to get into each other here. This is getting tight, and it's about to be tight racing here. 96 says, you know what? You want it. Three wide? Yeah, about three wide. 96 able to get back around the 45. As the 45 will put himself behind the 88. Brian Farrington trying to use a little bit of that three wide strategy there to force somebody to break out of that zone. Matt Magner closing down to the 29. Andrew Payne right now 2 seconds out front of everybody. And kind of smooth sailing as we go. Kevin Savoy at the 99, up 19, trying to close down as well. Jaron Valley, he finds his pace. Kevin trying to close the distance to Andrew Payne. Andrew Payne on the last lap. He and Kevin have been keeping pretty close lap times here. Take a look at those, middle of your screen. 54-55, a little better for Payne. Better for Savoy on 56, but 57 and 58, pretty much exact same lap times. Actually, the exact same on 57. And then on 58, a little bit better to Savoy by 1/1000th of a second. We'll see as they continue to move. There's a 32.448. Savoy a little bit slower on that lap time. The 2.2 seconds, the gap to be made is right now Savoy trying to get into his groove, catch back up to that 93. He's got some pace that he needs to hold on to. Jaron Valley there as well. Stephen Isham back to fourth. Riker trying to guarantee his spot here. And 60 of 150 starts to come to fruition. We're going to start seeing these drivers. They did have a caution back on lap 36. So we're going to see what these drivers are going to be doing here. When it comes to pit road strategy, most of the front runners came in on 27 and 28. A few of the drivers came in on 32, and a few more came in on 30. The majority of the rest of them came in on that 37th lap whenever they had that caution that came out. So we shall see. Not quite halfway through. Time for a hydrate break.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
I do like the Nerds Do Nerd Things, guys. They're absolutely just a great podcast and wholesome individuals, and I'm glad that we could be a part of their platform, and they can be a part of ours. Savoy, Magner, Bunnell, as some of the drivers start to come to pit road a little bit early here, trying to find their own strategy, making sure that they're going to be taken care of. Stryker to pit road, Jaron Valley, Stephen Isham, Andrew Payne leaving pit road at the moment. Newbrow's going to be out there. He's going to stay out for a little while. I think that those drivers that came in on 37, they're going to be able to be out there for roughly about 10 more laps than some of the other drivers. So we shall see just where they end up. But Kevin Savoy is your race leader. He came in on 32. He'll be a 5-lap shorter pit stop. Matt Magner, no doubt, looking to try to rebound there as well. Jesse Bunnell. And that's the only thing that kind of changes the pace. Everybody had that restart together, got on the same pace, and kind of worked together. Some of the drivers that you see that came in for fuel only are going to be working their strategy now based off of, kind of where they were. Andrew Payne back here in the midst of a few other drivers. And no doubt he's going to try to pass on the outside, through wide on the high side. The 93 gets around. He says, "Excuse me, I'm trying to go somewhere. Thank you." Kevin Savoy, bottom straight. The lap time difference between a driver that has tires and a driver that is on an older strategy or on older tires like Kevin Savoy right now is about 3 seconds. 2 seconds for Kevin Savoy and Steven Isham at the moment. 30.72 for the 23, who is trying to track down Andrew Payne, and it's very fast on the early portion of his run. Kevin Savoy looks to be 32.64 on his last lap, so we're talking a couple of seconds. He is getting better than Matt Magner here. 27 to the inside as the 93 rolls the corner. At some point, you're going to start thinking about, when do I want to come to pit road? And I think Kevin's going to do that. Ooh, is he on pit road under speed? I do believe he is. Magner comes to pit road. Chad Waller's going to be a race leader here. 67 to the outside. Brian Farrington trying to lead from the inside. Cameron Giroux, the number 18. Newbrow is going to be right there as well. 68 of 150. He's roughly about 31 laps on his tires. That doesn't include the pace laps and whatnot. So we'll see what happens there. He lets the 6 go by. The 6 of Alan Martin. There's a lap down at the moment, so it's kind of the way things are rolling. Farrington into pit road. Goes Newbrow, he comes to pit road. Ryan Hatch into pit road. John Hammond coming to pit road. Andrew Payne into 3 and 4 as a 3-second lead after his green flag pit stop. And I'm curious to see what Savoy's going to be doing here. Savoy has the fresher tires, 5-lap fresher tires. Is whole lot happening. Let us see. Airborne 4905 followed on Twitch. Thank you so much for following out there. Is that you? Is that Graham? Payne is looking for bad. Payne is looking for. I think if the caution didn't come out earlier. And the 88 didn't get into the 7 like he did. I think that, and I think that the things it kind of played out green the way that I thought they should have when it came to that situation. Sam King would have been your driver to beat today, but all that damage on the back of his car is the driver is going to be hindering that driver. So he's going to need a little bit of luck and a little bit of pace. But Jaron Valley faster. Right now, 3 seconds down to 2.7. And Andrew Payne just trying to be consistent here. That's the big thing about the B car, folks. Consistency is going to rule the roost. Going to be able to lift and utilize that brake to be able to help the car turn, be fast, be consistent, and keep your tires underneath you. That's for sure. 23 of Isham trying to close down some distance as well. Right now, Andrew Payne, 4,100 on the I rating, outpacing a 1761 of Jaron Valley, 2536 of Isham, and 2537 of Stryker. But Kevin Savoy, through the green flag pit stops, has found himself closing by 0.4 of a second. So I think Kevin's starting to figure a few things out here, too. He's up 16 spots. Alan Martin, the number 6 machine, rolls the nose of that corner and finds himself up 18. So your biggest move of the race in 6th. But now right behind, trying to track him down. He's off 5, but Tenold Andrew in the number 45. He's up 10 as well. Consistency is going to be the big factor over the course of the race. We appreciate you all very much. Payne, Valley, Isham, Savoy, Stryker, a.k.a. Michael Strickland with number 29. He's letting Savoy go by. I don't know. Mike seems to be a late race, late run kind of driver. We'll see. Savoy tracking him down. And almost officially unofficial. about to be halfway through this one. Holland in the 35. Ryan Hatch in the 60. Drivers looking for some more rebounds here. Sam King in 17th. Keep your eye on what he does here. That's going to be a huge run for him. He's a fast car, but he's a fast car with a lot of damage. So is the 95 here. He's not damaged up, so he got a little damage. A little free. I don't know if he got freed up in front of the 7 there, but it looked like he was either a little bit free or I don't know if he was attempting to block the 7 there at the I don't think so. I think he was just a little free in the back right rear of that car. Either way, right along with Newbrow. I like this team. But it blew an engine. Barrington. We jumped to pit road. Something what happened there. All right, caution. Dang, oh, dang, oh, dang. Brian, right here in the 88, looks like he was trying to get himself around the 27 to the 45. Now, the 27 to the 45, they've been kind of duking it out a little bit here. 88 to the bottom in front of the 27, nose into the front of that car, and I think that is where he needs to be. He tried to drop in, and now, is there anything wrong with what he did here? No. He was trying to make sure that his nose was there. He was there to the bottom. His nose is there. He's clear. 27. Into him just a little bit there. Do I think that was the right move? I don't think that that's the right move. And I will tell you why. Because we all know 27 is running right behind him. And we all know that once you drive straight into a corner, especially at Texas or any mile and a half, your car's going to naturally drift up the race line. Now, the 27 has some left side damage, and the 88 having to go to pit road. So that's frustrating. Stryker's going to be out front, and he's going to be taking fuel only. Jaron Valley, the number 16, is going to be your race leader. Andrew Payne, the 93, comes out third. Stephen Easton will be fourth. Chad Waller, fifth. Cameron Drew, sixth. If I am Sam King, I'm working on that car. And that's exactly what he's doing. He is trying to make sure that he gets that thing schnoozed up and tightened up and get some of that, get some of those dings and, he needs those things taken care of. So that thing's being worked on independently. 27 of Matt Magner goes out of pit road. I wonder how Matt's got a little bit of damage. But not near what Sam King has. Sam King from that first incident, and I feel bad for him a little bit here, is that his car looked destroyed. I mean, look at that left rear. That thing looks like a crinkled pop can. And the 88, the nose of the 88 didn't have hardly any damage at all. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's the season, folks. It is a racing line. Two drivers looking for a free pass, the 8 and the 24. That'll be John Hammond and Charles Garrett, both of these drivers. DuPont Love for the 24's paint scheme. Farrington will be on pit road. I believe he actually might be out of the race. Cody Gettler and the 5 out. Corbett, the 42. He is getting himself repaired. Cody Gettler still doing his thing. If you've got a chance to get out there and run some pace laps,
keep your position, I would do so. I believe Shane's trying to, he might be trying to get a couple more spots back out here. He is sitting there. You're about to hit that 35-minute mark, brother. All you got to do is get out there and just run about 7 more laps, right? You get another position. Or 5 more laps, sorry. 5.5 more laps. Striker's going to be your race leader here. Jaron Valley to the number 16. Andrew Payne in the 93. Steven Isham, Chad Waller be your top 5. Cameron Durrell to the 18. Trying to make up some ground here as well. He's up 5, but he wants to be up there in that 3rd, 4th, or 5th spot. But right now he's in 6th. Alan Martin up 17, the same as Chad Waller. There's Kevin Savoy in the 13. He is up, or in the 99. He's up 13 positions. Andrew Tittle up 9. That was a hard battle that was happening between the 45 and the 27 of Matt Magner back here. I know Stryker was involved there for a little bit, and they were just trying to work around each other. Hard racing can turn into those kinds of situations. I just would not drive straight to the corner like that. Somebody's going to get turned. And that's kind of what happened. And normally it doesn't work out for the driver on the outside. This time it didn't work for the driver who was trying to go to the inside. He was right there on the bottom. His nose was there. There's nothing wrong with the race line he had. He was a little bit too low, and I think driving straight into a corner can hurt you more than help you. I know that he was trying to get around the 27, but these things do happen. All right. Gonna go back to it. 29, 16, 93, 23, 67, 18. Your front 3 rows ready to be locked in. You know that the 93 of Payne is going to be looking to try to recapitalize and rebound here. Strickland on older tires than everybody, but he's trying to save a few. Jaron Valley on new tires. So is Andrew Payne, Steven Isham. Green flag. Before 93 goes around, Striker's fallen. Jaron Valley's trying to close down that distance to the 93 of Andrew Payne. This is going to be about pace laps and pace time. Charles Garrett, the 24, gets himself back around here. He's got some right side damage. John Hammond into pit road. Something happened to Hammond. Oof. He comes down to pit road. Ryan Hatch to the number 60. Dude Brown's going to be there. To the outside, Hammond to the 7. 7 up into the Hammond. 56 braking, getting out there. Caution's going to come out. Wow. 4th caution of the race. Something is amiss. See what happened here. This is Rich Holland, my spiciness. 7 to the bottom of the 56. Sam King trying to go around. 35 up there. 7. 35 tries to take the corner. 7 up into the 35. Now Sam had the right idea there. The same. He's trying to drive into the corner. He's trying to take the line. Here's where Sam is. And I do believe Holland was just trying to take that second lane, the 7. The 35 trying to get into the corner, 60 into the 7 and the 35. Wow. Unfortunate. Hard racing incidents for both of those drivers. Sam King involved trying to work his way to the front. Work his way back to the front and just didn't work out. Holland was trying to drive the line that he knew he needed to be, and thought maybe the 7 was going to be a little bit lower. Things like that happen, folks. It's going to make for some interesting racing going forward. 4th caution of the race, and 84 of 150. Andrew Payne, Jaron Valley, Steven Isham, Michael Stryker, Strickland, Chad Waller, Andrew Tittle, Alan Martin at number 6, Coulter Jr. in 8th, Devin Galvin in 9th, Matt Magner in 10th. Drivers who are looking to try to find some pace, well, this might be the time to do it. Drivers might need to come to pit road. 16 looking like he might come fuel. We could make this a 2 pit stop race if they come in right about now. I don't know. Or a 1 pit stop race, not 2 pit stop race, 1 pit stop race. 84, if they come back around and they can go green on 86, it puts them at 25 to 110, 20, no, 30 laps, maybe 35, 31, possibly. I don't know. Still 2 pit stops. All right. Ooh. All right, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to it here. Payne Valley, Isham, Strickland, Waller, Tettle, Martin, Coulter Jr., Galvin, and Magner will be your top 10. And a full send kind of moment for everybody. I'm going to let him go at it. My little miss was sitting here talking to me. She has a splinter in her foot. I need to get out real quick. So give me a moment, folks. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. Daddy duty is in full effect. 93, 23, 16. We're going to keep it on exciting. We'll see how these drivers try to roll as they continue to move through this one. 87 of 150.
in the driving force they are. 99.96. 6th and 7th right now, 2.7 seconds back, and they're trying to carry some pace. There goes Bunnell around Savoy. Chad Waller in the 67 trying to make up his ground. Right now, Andrew Payne, half-second difference between he and Steven Isham. His two drivers seemingly trying to duke it out. Andrew Payne just being consistent. That's his thing, is he's just been consistent. Continuing to work. And continue to drive the racetrack the way he knows how. And right now, the 23 trying to carry as well. Bunnell looking to be fastest driver out there. 67 is going to go down as the 96 rolls the corner. Fresher tires for this driver. 6-lap fresher tires. He starts to work into the field. Kevin Savoy looking like he is going to be good on fuel, so we'll see just where he makes that work. Drivers who came in may have come in for tires or fuel. There's still just a few. There's at least one pit stop away from this one being tidied up. 94 of 150. Well, they went back to green flag racing on 86. They still had 64 laps to go, and that's still 2 pit stops by any stretch of the imagination. Longest stint that we saw anybody stay out was 28 laps. 29, I think, at the most. I don't think anybody's going to be able to see. And that was on the first green flag run. That's from green to green. That's not anything else other than that. Payne, 0.6 of a second. Valley to third. And into the corner they roll. 1, 2, 3. Payne, Isham, Valley, Tittle, Bunnell. Trying to battle back and forth. 45 trying to pinch him down a little bit here. Woo. 45 crosses back over the 96. 45 gets into the back bumper of him. It looked like he was trying to lift him into the corner there a little bit. Bunnell's on brand new tires. Tittle on that same kind of. He's on brand new tires too, but he's I don't know. He's a few laps more green there. 96 is going to be able to go to the outside lane here. Tittle side by side with the 96. Hindering any progress that Bunnell can make here. The 45 drives straight into the corner. 96 is going to be up high. 45 might have a crossover here from the 96. I do believe that might be the key. Bunnell lets the 45 back by here. Tittle almost gets in the same situation in the front straightaway for the driver as these two try to work. Tittle tries to cross over the 96 again. These two, the more they battle, the more Savoy's like, keep battling, keep doing this. You're just slowing up. They're losing ground to Andrew Payne, and they're allowing the drivers behind to catch back up. These two have been going at it for about 4 laps now, and they're wearing their tires out. That's what's happening. Here comes the 99 of Savoy, who is on older tires with the same fuel strategy as Bunnell. Tittle losing a ton of ground here, battling with the 96. And now Savoy runs the bottom here. 45 of Andrew Tittle trying to rebound from what he had before. Savoy little loose on the bottom there. 96 goes around. And all that ground that they had made up, well, it's all gone now. Andrew Payne pulling away. That's what Clean Air will do. The more these drivers battle each other back here like Bunnell and Tittle trying to be in fourth here. He's burned up his tires a lot. He doesn't have the pace that he should. There's a lot of fast drivers behind him here. And he's going to try to defend every position. Nothing wrong with that at all. That's just his pace is not there. The more he battles, the more that he forces everybody else to be a little bit down. Is that fair? No, it's not fair. Is it good racing? You bet your dang well butt it is. 99 to the inside. Savoy going around. 45 up high. 99, clean pass there. He did what Bonnell couldn't. .45 try to be on the same grounds here. So Savoy to fourth. Older tires. Now he's going to be trying to catch up some of that pace. 5 seconds is a lot to catch up to Payne, and he's going to have to keep that pace for a few extra laps over the race leader. Tennell up and everybody burn up some tires. Newbrow behind. That was Newbrow right there. Almost got into the 67. You saw him kind of waver around right there. Going to put himself right there where Chad Waller is. Chad's going to go down. He's up 12 still. Andrew Payne. Jay Newman up another spot. He decided to come out for those laps that he was going to be down. So Cody Gettler, who's out of the race, is going to get past. Shane Newman finds himself out there getting a few more laps at a time here, trying to gain some positions. He's got 9 more laps that he could complete. As you see them work. Same run. I saw that, man. Smoking Art, what's up out there, man? Getting after it tonight. That's awesome. What are you doing out there, man? Sam King from the... Yes. Yeah, I know. I know. Payne, Valley, Isham, Savoy, Tennell. Did a good race for yourself, Sam King. Sam, you'd have been the driver that I'd have picked here. Payne is really fast. He is really fast. Nothing wrong with what Andrew's doing, but Sam had the late race pace figured out. That's what I saw. That is what happens from the cockpit to the stands. Payne, Valley, Isham, Jaron Valley. Closest driver. Andrew Payne just able to keep that race line. Stephen Isham, 32.99 on his lap. Kevin Savoy, faster than everybody at the moment. The 32.40, 32.44 is catching up to the 23. He's actually breaking time here and catching up to Andrew Payne over the course of the long run. So the 93... As Jaron Valley there in the Toyota, and then Chevy. So Chevy's through 9th, except for Jaron Valley in that Toyota in 2nd here. And then Chad Waller, first forward in the field, finds himself there in 10th at 12 spots. Newbrow in 9th, battling here. Michael Newbrow in the 56 finds himself back where he started, but not after some early issues where I think that his car had to hold on to pace. So right now, 5 lap the difference. Matt Magner, the 27, rolling the corner. Aaron Martin, the number 6, in front of him, but right behind. You see him. He's trying to close down that distance. There's Newbrow. He's got a couple of laps to be able to do this stuff with as well. But now that he's not battling with Chad Waller, he's got a little bit of time to be able to focus on getting to the back bumper of the 27. There's the 6th of Martin in front. Stryker runs the fastest lap of the race, 30.63. Opportunities starting to knock at everybody's door. The one thing you don't want to see is you don't want to see a late race caution here as folks continue to move around this racetrack. Jay Newman back to pit road, trying to pick up a couple of laps at a time as David sits in front of him. He's roughly about 7 lap the difference. 93 to pit road. Jaron Valley to pit road. Kevin Savoy is going to hold on for a couple of laps before he decides to come to pit road. And he did not take tires his last pit stop. The driver who did take tires last pit stop and was losing ground to him was Andrew Payne. So your race leader, I mean, there's opportunity here for any of these drivers to be able to find that extra pace, and we will see just how long it takes. Kevin Savoy is your race leader. Bunnell in second here. And right behind, Alan Martin. We brought to pit road. When he came to pit road, he came at a 108, so that was his field. That's what he wanted to do. Behind Chad Waller, Andrew Payne, Jaron Valley, Steven Isham coming off pit road, Matt Magner, Andrew Tittle as well. Stryker coming around. Andrew Payne trying to get up to speed here. Going to go around Bunnell. Bunnell might think about coming to pit road this time. Kevin Savoy's going to be out front. 112 of 150. We are still at least a pit stop away from this race being finished. Andrew's very fast on the short run. I agree. His consistency, he does have a consistent line, and he has found himself breaking his pace where he's needed to be consistent over the long haul. His thing is that bottom lane. He's free off the corner. You see, he's just a little bit touchy-free. Kevin Savoy's going to be your race leader here. And he's got the 93 there to defend against. 93 trying to go back to the front. The difference between he and Jaron Valley right now is about 5.7 seconds. People just need to match his pace, and that's kind of part of the issue, is that there's no way to match. 93 straight to the corner. Gonna roll the corner just like that. Oh, gets down to the apron. Kevin might think about coming to pit road here. He did. Lock up the tires. 45 for the driver. Ryan Hatch coming around. Ian Cameron Dureau are second and third. Andrew Payne would be fourth. As he got himself some of his lap times back. Ryan Hatch coming around. He's going to be your race leader. He leads here at Texas. We've had 11 different lead changes over the course of this race. And, man, it's interesting. 11 different lead changes, 11 different lead changes, 9 different drivers. How crazy is that, right? Cameron Dureau in the 18 comes to pit road. Andrew Payne will be looking to take over that position. Jaron Valley was 5.7 seconds behind Andrew Payne now. 5 seconds. Andrew Payne trying to take over second. Kevin Savoy, long run here. Over there to the inside of the 27, trying to track down Michael Newbrow in front of him. Newbrow there trying to work the top 5. Cameron Dureau to pit road. Ryan Hatch, your race leader to pit road. 11 and a half seconds. Now we have drivers, natural laps here. John Hammond came at a 109. It's going to be a natural lap down to your race leader. Came at a 109 as well. Ryan Hatch to pit road. Right now, a whole lot of drivers still ready to work. 116 to 150. Anything can happen. Stay tuned, folks. I'll be taking a hydrate break. Chop Shop Xfinity Series. Full sound. Sam K, thank you for the follow out there. Anthony, thank you for the like. Much love to you. Appreciate you all very much. Folks, we are about getting ready to be to that 25 lap mark. And looking at this going, there's a lot of things that can go right here. And exactly what I want to see. Andrew Payne, Jaron Valley to second, 6.5 seconds back, 6.3 now, 6.4. Stephen Isham here in the 23, 8.5 seconds. Kevin Savoy working the ground as well. He's up to fourth. And he is playing a whole lot of catch-up here over the course of the race. He came in on 113 and needed 37 laps of green flag run here to be able to make it to the end of the race. So a splash and go in the works. Andrew Payne has been to pit road 4 times. He's used a set of tires each of those 4 times. Right now finds himself behind Cameron Durow. As everybody else has been trying to figure out what the 93 is doing. As I said before, Andrew trying to back-to-back this one and get himself in there into a good kind of run here. I think that this racetrack can benefit the Cruel, and it can benefit the Wicked, but more importantly, it can benefit those who are consistent. And just gets tough to drive over the course of the race. When you're trying to figure out what everybody else is doing. I, on the other hand, just gonna let it go. Next week, Chicagoland. Going to Route 66 and have some fun. Chicagoland is absolutely blast of a track. One of my favorite tracks on iRacing. And nothing to sneeze at. These cars are going to have some fun there. I think we're going to have some fun. Payne, Valley, Savoy to third. And is anybody going to be able to get themselves into pit road where they need to be? Because Savoy's up to third already. He's 7.5 seconds back. Valley is the driver. He is going around. Let me pick an angle here. Jaron Valley back to third here. Kevin Savoy is 9 seconds back, now finds himself 7.2 seconds back. Payne will have to come to pit road relatively quickly. AMR RC, AMR Race Control is going to be your race controller for the series and a lot of series that we broadcast for. And AMR does a great job, so make sure that you go check him out. There's a link in the description to AMR Paintworks. If you need a race controller, that's where you can find him there as well. 93, 99, 16, 23, 96. And I'm glad that Amar's been able to pick up some business, because sometimes it's hard to be the race controller just sitting back and watching these races and just seeing if something's going to happen. He's done a really good job of finding his own groove. There's the 95. 93 goes around the 95 here. And 7 seconds the difference. Savoy going to need to come to pit road. Maybe, I don't know if he's going to come to pit road earlier. Holter Jr. in on pit road. He is down there right now, getting himself taken care of for the last 22 laps. Payne will have to start thinking about fuel and when he needs to come to pit road, because fuel's going to be the big factor here for every driver. Kevin Savoy has worked his way around this racetrack, is the fastest driver on the long haul, next to the driver that we saw earlier, Sam King, who still finds himself, he's in 20th right now. Shane Newman has picked up a few extra spots. He is out there running when he can to rebound. He's trying to get to, he's completed 54, now 55 laps as he comes around. Farrington, he needs another 20 laps to be able to to gain another spot over Brian Farrington of the number 88. But hey, it's a no-quit attitude. You get yourself into a little sticky situation and you come back around and you have to take care of some stuff. Well, there's your opportunity. And you don't get better without practice. I don't care what anybody says. Payne, Savoy, Valley, 20 laps to go. I don't know that without a mistake on pit road that the 93 has much to worry about, but we'll see. Kevin Savoy is really fast on getting in and out of pit road. And realistically only needs a splash and go to be able to make the end of this race. If the 93 is trying to clutch in his race line, let's take a listen. Not one clutch in there for that corner, but he is lifting really early. Uh-oh. The engine sounds of the car. Shane Newman still back out there. That was who you saw. I think he got into the wall a little bit there. Brian Farrington out of the race. Sam King looks like he is still out. Opportunity. Rich Holland out of the race. Charles Garrett still in the race. And 18. John Hammond in the number 8 machine. Still rolling. Andrew Payne. Stephen Easham, Devin Galvin coming to pit road. I think they're going to make their final pit stops of the race. 18 of Cameron Duro will be in 5th now. Trying to work around the 93. 93 does come to pit road, and this is going to be where his race line is. 99 works to the bottom of the 31 here. 99 looking to put a lap down. Andrew Payne to pit road. Probably a splash and go here. We'll see. This is all about what's going to happen between those two drivers. And I don't want to give too much away because they might be listening. Jaron Valley in the 16. We'll see what happens. Savoy has 4-lap fresher tires than the field whenever he came to pit road. I'm sorry, 4-lap fresher tires than the race leader when he came to pit road. Shane Newman up high. Or what's that? Coulter Jr. Coulter Jr.'s right here. Savoy into pit road. Andrew Payne did take tires. He's ready to go. Jaron Valley still out there. He came in a 109. Tennell came in a 109 as well. Could be interesting. We're going to see what happens here as we continue to move. And thank you very much to everybody out there tuning in. I know it's been an interesting race here. Newbrow to the inside. He's passing, trying to make that lead lap pass here. Get himself back on that same situation. Kevin Savoy came to pit road, had a faster pit stop than these drivers in front of him. Andrew Payne is going to be 7 seconds in front of that driver, though. So a good pit stop made Andrew made it work to his advantage. So great job by the 93, and now all that they need is Jaron Valley to figure out what he needs. Andrew Payne finally full sending it around this racetrack. 30.60, fastest lap of the race. Runs it on lap 137, maybe. Does a great job. Cameron Duro, your race, try to be your race leader for at least a lap here, but Andrew Payne's going to make the pass on him. Duro needs to come. I think he still needs to come to pit road. Cameron Duro in the 18. Andrew Payne right there. Ryan Hatch in the number 60. Finds the 95 to the outside. Kevin Savoy in 4th. Bunnell in 5th. Drivers that still need to come to pit road. Well, Duro came in at 114. He's going to have to come to pit road. Ryan Hatch will have to come to pit road. So Kevin Savoy came in at 135. His time away from Andrew Payne, 8.5 seconds, and Andrew's just faster now. Has nothing to worry about over the short run. And has been able to be dominating here. So there are drivers still trying to figure some stuff out. Drivers still trying to make some things work. And right now, 12 laps to go. I believe Andrew Payne's going to be the driver here. Cameron Durow looking for any kind of hope here, any kind of help. Savoy will be solid for second. But don't count out Bunnell. Bunnell's in Bunnell have a top 3 night, I do believe. We'll see. Can't count out Newbrow. Newbrow's there as well. A 5 night for him. Durow and Hatch still need to come to pit road. Laps to go. Durow, Savoy, Hatch, Bunnell, Newbrow, Magner, Waller, Isham, Valley. That'll be your top 10 so far. With 10 laps to go, it has been all, and most laps led, of course, Andrew Payne to 93. Savoy trying to be a solid second position here. Jaron Valley, fastest lap of the race. He says, you're 30-60. Meet my 30-58. Valley really trying to apply some pressure here. Get some traffic in front of him, trying to get himself around the bottom of this racetrack. Valley trying to get to the back bumper of Michael Newbrow here. Jaron Valley came into pit road on the 137, so he has the fastest tires out there, fastest car at the moment. He's going to be able to work the outside of the 56. So Newbrow trying to have a top 5 night. And some drivers behind him that have a little bit faster tires. Ryan Hatch still needs to come to pit road. And so does Cameron Durow. So Matt Magner and Chad Waller getting himself around the 56. Now Chad found himself burning up his tires a little bit earlier. And so with 8 laps to go, that might be something to look at. Maybe 2 laps from now, but we shall see. 24 engine blown there. So I saved engine blown. It looked like he was smoking there. 93 rolling the corner. Savoy to second. 12 seconds to distance. Now Andrew Payne has no shame. He is full sending this one. 7 laps to go. He doesn't want anybody to come out here and put any kind of pressure to him. So he's on what I call the Grip Pack Special. Green 4, he's rolling. Savoy, Jaron Valley, Matt Magner. Magner trying to have a top 3 night. Opportunity for Magner here. Chad Waller up to 5th now as Bunnell finds the 96 there. Newbrow still trying to contend here for a top 5. Gets himself around this racetrack. Jaron Valley went from 9th to 3rd in roughly about 4 laps. That Toyota is on fire. 17 laps to go, or I'm sorry, 5 laps to go. 17 seconds between he and Kevin Savoy. And he is on his Grip Pack Special tonight. He is full send here at the end of this race. Totally joking. These guys don't use... I hope they don't use them. I'm just calling it out there. The latter portion of this race, they are full sent. They don't need to worry about tires. They want to make sure this race finishes green. Andrew Payne, 13-second lead over Kevin Savoy here. And this has been all Andrew since the latter portion of this race, since at least once we got past that first green flag pit stop and worked our way into that second and third caution that we had. Andrew's just been able to step away and make it work. So the longest run we've had has been the latter portion of this race, and it's been a good one. 3 laps to go. They're going to make it 2 this time by Jaron Valley, fastest driver of the racetrack by a half second over everybody except for Cameron Thoreau. Thoreau been out a little bit too late, I do believe. Came in at 142. And it finds himself trying to get to the back bumper of a couple of drivers. He's right there behind Jaron Valley, the number 16. 2 laps to go. I'm finding ways to settle into the corner. Devin Galvin right in front of him. He's going to be able to pick up that position. I do believe Coulter Jr. is at a 2. 2 laps to go. That might be a little bit tough. White flag's going to wave here. Texas has been everything that you'd ever ask it to be. Chicagoland next week. Andrew Payne, Kevin Savoy, Jaron Valley making it an interesting race. Late race pit stops the big factor here. And, of course, being consistent, and that's what Texas has been able to be seen. Payne, Savoy, Valley, Waller, Magner, Bunnell, Newbrow, that's going to be running out there. I don't know. Back-to-back? But back-to-back. 93 takes it home, wins it. Kevin Savoy will come home 3rd. I'm sorry, 2nd. I want to look at Magner and Waller. Waller was able to make up some ground here. He gets around Matt Magner. Ooh, blink. Don't blink. He's going to come home 4th. So Magner in 5th. Bunnell and Newbrow 5th, 6th and 7th. Isham 8th. Martin 9th. Tenold 10th. That is your officially unofficial race results. Andrew Payne's going to be your race winner. Let it burn down for you. Race results, middle of your screen. Payne, Savoy, Valley, Waller, Magner, Bunnell, Newbrow, Isham. Don't hit him. I want to take a picture of his burnout. Don't do it. There you go. Don't hit him. I like clean photos. They've got a clean car at the end of the race. That's what I want. I want to be able to see that right there. Isham, Martin, Tenold, Strickland, Coulter Jr., Duro, Galvin, Williams, Hatch, Hammond, Garrett. That'll be your 18 drivers there. And then down here, Holland, Sam King, Farrington, Shane Inman finishes in 22nd. Corbett finishes 23rd. Gettler, 24th. Joe Grahava got out there. 18 laps down, though. It's the 47 finishes in 25th. He was able to at least get in there. That's what matters. So, Amar and Rodkin, thank you very much to Amar and Mark out there. Much love to you guys. Hope your day was fun. Let's go talk to the Fair Oaks, California native if we can get the opportunity here. Quite possibly. Maybe my stuff will work. Let's talk to the 93 as he celebrates the Dutch lap here at Texas Motor Speedway. Congratulations here. Good battles early on, and then it kind of just settled in after the caution, a few cautions there, and just able to kind of dominate this racetrack. Back-to-back wins, of course. Congratulations here to the 93. Walk me through this one, Andrew.
Oh, man, it was all about, just the whole race was about keeping, tires under you, saving tires the best you can, and not getting in the wall, and not getting involved in anything. There was a couple times tonight when there was a group of us that chose not to pit for fuel, even though it would have helped us go a little bit longer, and not pitting for fuel actually helped us big time, and avoided some stuff. And this car was on rails all night, practice, qualifying, race. I can't thank the boys back at the shop enough for this absolute beast of a car. It was it was a fun race. It was it was a little stressful at the end with being potentially trapped a lap down with about 10 to go, but having pit strategy be off a little bit, but it worked out in the end, and I'm happy.
That was kind of the thing I was looking. I was trying to do the math roughly about, I don't know, it's about 60 laps to go, and I'm like, I don't think anybody can make it. I still think it's a 2 pit stop night from about 80, 83 on, and it just seemed like it was destined to be. I know that Kevin's he's the guy that if you ever want to talk pit strategy, that's the guy that I would always say usually figures it out. If he doesn't figure it out before the race, he kind of figures it out during the race, and he had great late run speed. Some of that was just 2 or 3 lap fresher tires, but some of it was just consistent line driving, and that's what you were talking about, being consistent and keeping your tires underneath you. How is it just your, for those who are unfamiliar with the B car, the Xfinity car, what they call the B car in iRacing, is it about just trying to make sure that your drive line is the same as what you would throw in a cup car or a truck car, or is it just your lifting points a little bit different here?
I mean, it all depends. Here for an example, with how the service is, this track is only known to be a one-line track. On the bottom, on the white line, the best you can, and the better you can be on the bottom, the more you're going to save your tires. I know I was trying to keep it really low off of the exit of 2, which is kind of odd for like a normal, normal real life line. But on here, it's you got to stay as low as you can and don't side the tires. And even though it may feel slow, it's going to be faster in the end. And that's kind of how it was all night. Guys would, start to reel me in, between laps 5 and 10 and 5 and 15, and then from there on out, I was pulling away because I was just saving my stuff and being able to just go and kind of just casually casually drive while not over driving the car at all.
Well, it was a great race regardless. Andrew, congratulations on the race win here. Back-to-back wins, of course, like we were talking about. Moving on to Chicagoland next week. Always a ton of fun. Give us your shout-outs, and once again, congratulations.
First of all, thank you guys at Signature Esports for broadcasting these races. Some personal sponsors, Hall Metal Fab, QuickTime Motorsports Media, Citrusite Sawn Mower, RogersCars.com. Thanks to my parents and grandparents supporting me from real life racing to virtual racing. Huge thanks to the admins of the league for putting on a show, and thanks to all the competitors for coming out and allowing us to all put on a good show together.
It's always a ton of fun. Andrew, I look forward to seeing if you can repeat this one next week at Chicagoland. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
Always, the 93 comes home in that P1 position. It does a phenomenal job. Let's talk to the 99 here, who comes home second, who had pit strategy to work for him for a little while. And then there at the end, it just seemed like the fast nature of the 93 and the fast nature of the 99 found you about where you started. Walk me through this one, Kevin.
Well, I'll start with qualifying when I flubbed both my laps, so started way back in the back. But yeah, just kept my patience, worked my way up front, and yeah, I was just trying to keep my nose clean, no damage, to be able to keep all my speed in my aero, and that worked perfectly. But yeah, the 93 right before that had a good gap because I stopped for a little splash of fuel. I thought I would be able to make it, but I turned out to be way wrong.
Yep.
And yeah, I fell back just a bit too far, and that last caution, that last pit stop, I used my last set of tires, so I saw the big gap behind me, big gap in front of me. Well, let's just try to save those tires, and if ever there's a caution, I won't stop. And hopefully, Andrew would have hurt his tires because I could see him gap me really fast, and be able to give him a shot for the like green white checkered or something. But we didn't get the caution.
Yeah, I was kind of actually hoping we all know that I love fuel strategy races, and I was actually kind of hoping for a caution. I kind of want to see everybody duke it out there for a little bit after everybody's gotten their tires. I call toward the end of the race, if you have that set of tires and you've got that gap and you've got the things that you do, I call it my grip pack, the grip pack special, just full send it. And that's what I saw a lot of drivers do. I mean, they're toward the end. They ran their fastest laps with at least 12 to 13 laps to go. You ran your fastest lap early.
but you have always been, and that's something that I said in the race, and I said to the 93s that if you were to talk fuel strategy, that I would say that you were the driver that I would recommend talking fuel strategy, because if you don't figure it out now, or before the race, you figure it out during the race, and it's just kind of the way things have progressed for you. But Kevin, always a pleasure, man. You go from Winston Throwback Series champion to over here to really competing in these Xfinity cars, and it seems like you're having a good time. Congratulations on a P2 finish. You're up 19 spots, biggest mover of the race. Even though that you didn't have the greatest qualifying, you still find yourself in the top three. Give me shout outs, man.
Thank you guys at Signature Esports, man. You give us a great broadcast every race. Thanks to everyone watching, because, man, you keep us doing this. Thanks to all the admins of the league and to Chop Chop for this great series. Yeah, so thanks to all my family, friends. We'll see you next week at Road America, I think.
Chicagoland first.
Darn.
Then Road America.
I was hoping for a road course. Oh,
it's coming. It's coming. It's coming in a couple of weeks. I just looked that up halfway through this one, and I'll double check. I'm gonna double check. I don't want anybody to be wrong. I don't want anybody to see. Today is go to schedule. Texas, Chicagoland, then Road America. Yep, that's the way it rolls.
Oh, well, we'll do another oval before the road course.
Hey, Chicagoland's fun. That's a flat out track. You're gonna enjoy that one, I think.
Don't know. Never did a lot there.
Kevin, you better get out there and practice, buddy. High line's best line, especially on the front stretch. Just give advice, words of advice. Chicagoland's a ton of fun. Kevin, we'll see you the next one.
Mine for sure.
Always, man. We'll see you the next one. Okay.
Thanks.
Always. That's the man. That's Kevin Savoy. And it is, Highline is a good line for Chicagoland, but outside of that, you can find different race lines there that work. That is going to be more of a draft package track. Jared Valley, a Wisconsin guy. What's up, man? How are you doing? Good to see you back in the broadcast booth. You finished third today, and you had a car that I thought you were going to put, I don't know. I thought you were going to full send somebody to be able to get a little further than what you had. A lot of in traffic battling for you. That's what we were watching from the 16 today.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely pit strategy played a big part. Tire wear. 5 laps makes a big difference, and I was able to kind of get by some of those guys making the right moves. I did dive bomb quite a few times into turn 1, but I kind of had to do it in order to make something happen.
I tell you what, man, you had that one, you had the pace, you had and you had the passing. You were able to make that highlight, whereas everybody says, and I know the 93 said it, but he said that this is a kind of a one trick pony when it comes to this track, especially in the B car. You were able to make that higher line work.
Yeah, and 1 and 2 there. I found a couple times you just move lane and a half up just a little bit. You could get a nice run too, especially when you got somebody below. They can't really come off the corner as they want, and you can kind of fly right past them. I noticed that a couple times on the restarting on the outside there, and kind of made it work and adjusted, and pretty satisfied with that. Pretty happy. I kept the car in one piece, didn't even hit the wall once compared to practice, and I was all over the place.
Well, I think the temperature, I was looking at the practice stats. It was 107, and then it went to 127. So
oh wow, maybe
it was just the spiciness. I don't know. And that's the thing. The B cars loose is fast. And that is everything that I've seen about the Xfinity cars. Loose is fast. And the hotter the track temperature, the more stable it seems to be. But then again, I've seen days where it's just you can't keep it out in front underneath you. I didn't ask any of the other drivers, but I'm going to ask you, what do you think Chicagoland's going to bring for the 16 here? I told Kevin wants to go to Road America, but we're going to Chicagoland next week. And tell me about this one.
Yeah, funny story. I won't be there. I'll be at Eldora.
Oh, nice.
$1 million in the dream. So I'll be using my provisional for that. I'll be there for Road America though.
All right.
But I mean, I'm hoping Andrew and I talked about it a little bit. Multi-groove track that people can run the top and the bottom, and I'm excited to watch it too. See what these guys can do, where they're fast, and how they can kind of adjust. But going back from what you're talking about before, loose is fast. That's kind of my driving style. I don't really do much asphalt. I'm all on the dirt side of things, so I'm used to turning the wheel to the right a little bit more.
I tell you what, that that can be a good or a bad thing. Nobody's ran the Xfinity cars on dirt yet, I don't think. And maybe that might be something that's coming up here shortly. Jaron, always a pleasure, man. Give you shout outs. Congrats on the P3 finish here. And man, I look forward to seeing what you're going to do in your career. And then, of course, we'll see you back in a couple of weeks. But give your shout outs.
Yeah, no doubt. First and foremost, gotta thank you for the broadcast. I always love it. I remember you broadcast a couple races before, and I'm always a big fan of it. And gotta thank the guys that put this on in the chop shop. Like I said, never would have thought I'd be doing Asphalt League for fun again. And then, of course, kind of made some teammates here, having a good time with them. We're all running really well. Andrew Payne, of course, Stephen Isham, and Devin Galvin, Hatch, and Andrew Tenold. You know, we just kind of all have fun and adjust and help each other out.
That's what it's about, man. It's what it's going to be all about. Jaron, I look forward to seeing you here in a couple of weeks, and I think everybody's going to be surprised at your Road America abilities.
No doubt, man. I practice there a lot, so I'll see you in a couple of weeks, man. Take care. Thank you again.
Always, that's the man. That's Mr. Jaron Valley. He is out of Black Creek, Wisconsin. You'll be able to check him out. Out there. He's going dirt racing, folks. He's going dirt racing. He's a broke college kid, is what he says, but he loves dirt racing. That's what matters. Thank you to all the drivers tonight. Andrew Payne's going to be a race winner. Thank you to the B&B Music fam, Francisco Corella. Make sure you give him a call. Area code 310-494-1066. Of course, the Balla Status. You would be part of the Balla Status. Make sure you get a hold of this league. Chop Shop Racing. And you can find them. I believe they got a Facebook page out there still. You can find them out there. Make sure that you go and support if you would be part of the Balla Status. You can do that over there. Thank you to Track Racer. TrackRacer.com, TrackRacer. That is where you can get a sim rig, and they have some great sim rigs, and they have some of the things that they do with the Track Racer seats. You can also put some of those butt kicker things in there as well. And I'm just saying, you like Track Racer and butt kicker together makes for a heck of an experience. So check that out. Thank you to Chop Shop Racing and all the folks out there for being a part of that. Split Second Gaming. Go to splitsecondgaming.com.au and you can find out more information about them as well. Thank you to my sponsor, Nerds Do Nerd Things. Go to any podcast platform. I follow them on Spotify every Friday, 8:30 Eastern. You can find more information about them. Much love to you, folks. I always enjoy seeing you out there, and I always enjoy seeing everybody get out there and put more into it than what they give out, and that's what I like to see with it. Rebounding in a race is going to be just like rebounding in life. You just got to get out there and you got to full send it, right? Grip Pack Special coming your way. We'll see you the next one.